Hello everyone, myself Dr. Anjali Singh and I am going to talk about descriptive analysis of allergic etiology of keratoconus. Author has no financial interest. Often we come across a number of patients, mostly pediatric group, with complaint of intractable itching and rubbing of eyes associated with redness and even diminution of vision. And then comes the concerned parents asking why is it happening, why there is diminution of vision, what can be done to prevent this, and is there any cure at all. So we went through the literature and came across many studies suggesting correlation of keratoconus and allergic eye disease. Here I am quoting two of them from Dr. Damian Gatinel, where he proposed that keratoconus is not corneal dystrophy of genetic origin, rather results from permanent corneal deformation caused as a response of repeated shearing force inflicted by patient's hand while rubbing the eye. It was found that increase in inflammatory mediators in tears after eye rubbing may be exacerbated even further during persistent and forceful eye rubbing seen in patients with keratoconus. So now, when it is a well-known fact that allergic eye disease has a definitive association with keratoconus, why we conducted this study? Our purpose was to study the correlation between severity of allergic conjunctivitis, its clinical profile, with breed of keratoconus. It was a descriptive cross-sectional study. Inclusion criteria were signs and symptoms suggestive of allergic eye disease, age 4 to 30 years, and those who were willing to give consent. Exclusion criteria was any other type of conjunctivitis, age less than 4 years and more than 30 years, and those who were not willing for the consent. Total 200 eyes were examined, detailed clinical history taken, best corrected visual acuity was measured, detailed clinical examination was done by slit lamp microscopy, keratometry, video keratography. Amsler Crummick criteria was used to grade keratoconus. And here are the results. Talking about demography of allergic eye disease, maximum, that is 34% of patients were of age group 10 to 14 years. Mean age of the participants in this study was 13 plus minus 6.48 years. 82% of patients were male, that can be attributed to the health-seeking behavior of the community. Only 24% presented with symptoms of allergic eye disease for the first time. Rest 76% cases had history of previous episodes. Of these 76% cases, 62%, that is maximum, had on and off history of allergic eye disease for 1 to 2 years. Best corrected visual acuity among enrolled patients was 612 or better. Severity of allergic conjunctivitis was mild in maximum, that is 58% of patients. Only 9% patients were presented with severe allergic conjunctivitis. Talking about keratoconus in patients with allergic eye disease, maximum patients presented with keratoconus were within age group of 11 to 15 years. It must be noted that allergic eye disease was also highest in similar age group. Male patients were affected more. Again, allergic eye disease was found to have male preponderance. The prevalence of keratoconus was found to be highest with corneal topography, that is 22%. It was statistically significant when compared to keratometry and clinical signs with p-value less than 0.001. It was because topography detected earlier signs of keratoconus in eyes which had no evident clinical or keratometric change of keratoconus. Most of the patients diagnosed with keratoconus had moderate to severe allergic eye disease. Severity of keratoconus increased with increase in the severity of allergic eye disease. Correlation of coefficient between severity of symptoms of allergic conjunctivitis and keratoconus were calculated. It came out to be highest with astigmatism, followed by rubbing of eyes, followed by limbitis, suggesting that when a patient present with these specific signs and symptoms, they should be subjected to corneal topography for early detection of keratoconus. So here, concluding my presentation, what was known before, that definitive association between allergic eye disease and keratoconus is present, and corneal topography can diagnose early keratoconus. What this study added is that patients specifically presenting with vigorous eye rubbing and limbitis should be subjected to topographical examination for early detection of keratoconus. Thank you.